DJ si tu kuscratch ndio kazi yako. People are scared of cancer. Cancer kills, yes. Allowing yourself just to be is also an important thing, and that needs time. If you don't create it, someone else will consume that time from you. I have an apron that has my name. I have all the cooking things. I've even invented a name for it. It's called Everybody's Stop Sign. My photo views have reached 3.5 million. So I see like other DJs mixing on Instagram and I'm like, wow, will I ever reach there?
So I would like we shift gears a bit. We've had the professional side of Dr. Andrew as an oncologist and the wins and challenges you face. So now we move to the other side. Apart from being a doctor, what are your hobbies? What are your likes? And maybe you can tell us a bit about that.
So I like many things. I do not know where to start.
Maybe I can narrow it down a bit. So like in terms of movies versus books, are you a reader or you enjoy watching action movies?
I'm generally more of a movie person, but I'm slowly developing a liking towards books and also listening to other people's interpretation of those books and podcasts and things like that. So that's something that I'm just starting to scratch the surface. But I like movies. I love to cook.
Wow, okay.
So by that virtue, I like good food. So for me, going to a new restaurant is a good thing for me because I experienced something new. When I was doing part of my training in the UK, we used to watch this series called MasterChef, The Professionals, the UK version, and those people can cook. And I watched all the episodes of the entire season of the entire time I was there.
Wow, that's a lot.
So yeah, I love. I have not yet dedicated now time to cook. Previously, like during COVID, I used to cook a lot because you can't even go anywhere.
That's true.
But now it's become tough. But I have an apron that has my name. I have all the cooking things. I even have that thermometer that you dig into the steak to make sure that it comes out exactly the way it's supposed to. I have all those things in the house. Maybe it's just to find the time. Yeah, so I love cooking. I have a deep passion for music. Previously, like during our campus days and early in our careers, Andrew was always the person who had all the music in his computer, all the music in his hard disk. So anywhere where music needs to be played, everybody's connecting my laptop to the speaker and everything. And then we moved out of disks into hard disks, into drives, and now we are now on gadgets and everything is on the cloud. So I've moved along
with the transition
there. So on my 39th birthday, my wife bought for me my first mixer.
Wow.
It's a small Pioneer mixer, like the most basic one, but it does the job and it does it well. So I started practicing, then I stopped for a while. Then I recently got back towards the end of last year. So I started practicing again. There's a DJ who actually comes to my house to train me.
Wow.
Like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm still learning. If you invite me to your house and you have like a small party for your chama, a few girls, and you're going to listen to a specific genre of music, I can keep you entertained. Whether I'll use my mixer or the iPad, I will keep you entertained for the entire time that you need to be entertained. I don't think I'm ready to go to a crowd. No, clubs, no. In our family gatherings and Christmas parties and everything, I'm always the one with the music, controlling the music, playing what people want to play, playing what people want to hear, making people dance. So that's a thing I really also.
Clearly, you're very passionate about it. So, do you have a stage name? Did as a nickname that you're using now?
I actually have a DJ page on Instagram. Wow. It's called DJ Dr. Drew at DJ _ Dr. Drew. It's still a very new page. But watch this space. I'm going to, from time to time, record sets and then upload. And it's very amateur. Like I'm not. I see like other DJs mixing on Instagram, and I'm like, wow, will I ever reach there? But I've been taught the basics well. So I have my basics with me. It's just building upon practicing, and then one day maybe I don't even know how to scratch yet. I'm still being taught how to scratch. It's apparently
technique.
Yes, you don't just scratch. I can transition from track to track. I can do proper beat matching. My transitions are getting better. They're not perfect. I still can't scratch, but DJ si tu kuscratch ndio kazi yako. You have to be an entertainer. You have to love music. You have to know music, because once you know music, then you're like, these guys might want to listen to this song. Then you drop it. How you drop it doesn't matter. The crowd
True, the crowd will let you know if they like it or not. But that's really amazing, and I'm impressed you're investing in their passion. Most people don't take time to invest back in themselves. Especially, I'm imagining in a career, give, but you need to remember to put back into yourself as well.
I have a mixer, I have JBL microphones, I have a wireless speaker, I have a bag that carries all my wires, I have got hard disks, I've got everything, I have DJ lights, I have everything. Like if you call me for a party in your house,
party tunakuita,
everything.
Una set kila kitu.
Una set up.
I hope we'll get a chance to see you live, do a mix for us.
Watch this space.
Which music? Do you have a preferred genre?
I prefer anything old school, but mostly old school R&B and hip hop. And for purposes of definition, my definition of old school, according to me, is anything below 2010.
Okay.
Obviously, there's like a period between 2010 and 2012 where that music still has a very old school feel, but I resonate better with music from the mid-90s up to about 2010. That type of music will never leave my soul. So whether it's rap, because I used to listen to a lot of rap when I was a kid growing up. KTN used to have this show every day at 6.
The Beat?
No, Beat came later. So when KTN was just new, 6 o'clock Monday was a show called Rapem. Guys who are alive that time, who are into music that time will tell you. And Rapem was rap. So B.I.G., Tupac, Ice Cube, that whole squad. Tuesday was Kaskas for Lingala. So Akina Awilo, Longomba, all those people, Coffee. But I never used to listen to a lot of that one. Then Wednesday was reggae, Rastrat. And it was 6 to 6:30 before Neighbors. Neighbors used to come at 6:30. Thursday was Jamadelic, that was R&B. Friday was Rhythm and Blues, which was now slower songs, chilled music. I never used to miss.
Oh wow! You even remember the shit.
I never used to miss. You guys can watch anything else. I never used to miss.
Nice. I think previously you mentioned travel. Would you consider it as one of your hobbies and passions?
I love traveling, and I love going to new places that I haven't gone. I'm very lucky that it's part of my job. So a lot of it doesn't come off my personal budget, but it's just one of the advantages of being an oncologist. So you either take it or leave it. Even cardiologists travel a lot, but oncologists, we travel because we have lots of regional meetings, international meetings. I was in Cairo just early this month. I'm already going to Nigeria in a month's time. I'm going to Spain in another month's time. So I'm always globetrotting. My blue passport, the new one, I already have a second one. The first one is finished. But the good thing is, when I go to these new places, I also spend time doing Google reviews. So my Google review page, my photos have been viewed 3.5 million times.
Amazing. Wow. That's impressive.
So my photo views have reached 3.5 million. So if I come to your hotel, I'll take a picture of the bed, the room, the toilet, the what. I'll do a quick review and post. So I've been doing that for like almost 6-7 years. So everywhere I go, this time I was in Egypt, it was rough. So hizo one standing meziweka. And I've learned over time how to do helpful reviews. Somebody wants to know, how are the bed sheets? How are the towels? Are they clean? How strong is the Wi-Fi? Is there a coffee maker? Is accessibility? How far is the airport? What is nearby? Is it kid-friendly? Is there what? Then you post. And you post pictures that people want to. I posted a prawn that I ate in Dubai. I think that prawn has 70,000 views. One prawn.
Amazing.
So I try. If I come to your restaurant, you will just know after 2 days. And now, Google gives you a traveler badge. So niko sasa level 7. So if a manager sees a level 7 reviewer has commented, general managers have to reply to my comment. It doesn't stay hanging because they know this guy.
Very crucial. Oh, that's beautiful. I like that. So I think the other thing we'd be curious about is what, just as we run and as we try to wrap up, take us through a typical day from morning to evening, and then when you're relaxed, how that runs, if you don't mind.
So, very interesting. And allow me to give you 2 days so that you can compare. Because this year I'm doing something a bit differently. So, like a typical full day of work would be 7 a.m. we have online meetings, and these meetings we discuss complicated cancer cases online so that we come up with a team decision that will run from 7 to around 8 or 8:30. After that, so I always do those meetings still at home. So between 8:30 and 9 is to get out of home and get to the hospital. So the days that I'm teaching, I will go to the medical school here in University of Nairobi Medical School at Kenyatta National Hospital. So I'll have maybe 1 or 2 hour tutorials with students, teach them how to examine the patient. Maybe we'll go through a clinical case. We'll review some assignment maybe I gave them last week. We'll have a small mentorship session, chat around, discuss. Then maybe at 11 o'clock or midday, then that morning is done. So you leave them with assignment and do something else. If we have a journal club meeting or a research meeting or any other administrative meeting that has to do with university work, it can be squeezed into that time. And then I would then start to do my rounds. Sometimes I get a chance to do my rounds earlier in the day. So these are patients who are lying miserable in hospital beds, waiting to see you so that they can smile. So you have to go and check on them, see how their symptoms are, maybe write new medications, order some new tests, talk to relatives, manage them, manage their expectations. And then if it's a day that I'm running the clinic, I would now come to the clinic and would run the clinic throughout the afternoon until the time we finish. I'm now trying to finish earlier so that I make it to go to the gym, because aerobic starts at 6 o'clock at Nairobi Club. So I always try to make it. Like yesterday, it was quite a fun time at the gym between 6 and 8 p.m. And then after that, home. If I have something to get from the supermarket, I would do that at that time. And that's like a full day. Some days are more jam-packed than that, because you have to see patients who are having chemo at the same time. Like today I've seen like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 patients who are currently undergoing chemotherapy at the cancer center. So it's a bit jumbled up here and there. Now on the days that I'm not running a clinic, I dedicate that to self-care and family time. So sometimes I'll pick the kids from school, then either would go for golf practice or would go swimming. I have 2 boys, 7. The older one is turning 7. The second one is turning 6 this year. So they are following each other like this. So we try to do a lot of activities together, mostly over the weekends, but sometimes during the week we can actually find time to do some golf practice, sometimes swimming. We do a lot of video games with them as well, and I think that's very important. Then also finding time to have date night with your spouse and just catching up, and then also catching up with yourself. You know, sometimes just sitting by yourself, looking at whatever view is in front of you, and just zoning out and having a cappuccino and just having a date with yourself. No gadgets, no anything. Just listen, no distractions, just reflecting, thinking, what can you do better? What is wasting your time? What's not wasting your time? Allowing yourself just to be is also an important thing, and that needs time. If you don't create it, someone else will consume that time from you. So also prioritizing yourself is an important thing.
Wow, that's amazing. I think your life is very wholesome, and from what we can hear,
I'm not trying to paint the perfect picture. I think it can be better. There are some things I'm still personally trying to work on, because I sleep late, and this is historical from like high school. So unless I am unwell, I'll hardly be in bed before midnight. And somehow my nighttime productivity in terms of project thinking and solution finding and just coming up with ideas, it's all at that time. And obviously your mornings are a bit zoned out, but I think I'm trying to shift that slowly. So that will be a big win for me if and when I achieve that. So there are still many things I'm working on. It's not like Andrew has the perfect life, but slowly, a small step, you'll make it there. A small step, you'll make it there. But what I'm really happy with this year is just blocking that time within the week for personal reflection, for spouse and family. For me, it's made a really big difference, because you can't work.
True, you'll crash and burn, and we still need, all of us need you around and active enough. Okay, all right. Thank you. As we close and as we wind down, if a patient or just has someone who's viewing us and would want to have and book an appointment with you, come and see you, get screened, or they actually need treatment, how do we reach Dr. Andrew?
So I'm very easy to reach because I have a heavy presence online. So my clinic has a Google page. So if you just Google my name, you'll get my number. And if you just call it, if I'm free, I'll answer it. If I'm busy, my secretary will answer it, and that's it. You get your appointment. We have a online booking platform on our websites, which are very easy to find. My clinic is situated in Nairobi Hospital Cancer Center, first floor. So it's getting to us is not hard. It's not hard. So long as you know what you're looking for, you'll get us. We are very easy to find.
All right. What parting remarks would you want to tell our viewers as we went down from oncologist side and just as a physician and someone wanting to live a wholesome life?
Okay. So let's dispense first with the cancer side of it. So people are scared of cancer. Cancer kills, yes. It's not a good thing to have, yes. The few things you can do to lower your risk, do them, and we've talked about them. But there are some cancers, there's really nothing you can do about it. If it's going to knock on your door today, you have to open and deal with what is in front of you. So having a good support system is important. Getting the first consultation right the first time, because many people start on the wrong foot and then they come to me for a second opinion and I have to deal with a more complex situation. So having a very accurate and proper initial consultation with the right doctors is very important. Having a good system of funding that treatment, whether it is SHA or Jubilee or Cigna or whichever, you cannot afford cancer treatment with money from your pocket. It doesn't matter what you do, it's costly. So you have to put that in place. Don't say, I'm going to get a good cover when I get cancer. No, they're never going to accept you. So start investing in one now. Have the right networks and, accept. Some people go through a very long phase of denial. And then when it's time to treat them, it's so hard. But if you had come last year, it's 10 times easier. And you didn't bring this cancer upon yourself, so it's not your fault. So the faster you accept and just say, okay, now let me be treated. Trust your doctors. We are all very well trained. It's not that every patient has to go to Israel or to India or to SA or to South Africa, wherever. Some of us are even better trained than where some other people are going to. I don't want to say. So just trust your doctors and consult widely. You can come and see me and then go to my colleague in Aga Khan, see them, see MP and then you make a decision so that you've had several consultations. That would be very good for you, and I think that's the advice I can give from a cancer side. About holistic living and everything is one thing that of late I've been reflecting upon is not rehearsing with life. I know
About this one life.
sounds morbid, but none of us is guaranteed of tomorrow. And allow me to use a case just very recently that I've had to deal with. This young man, 39, busy corporate fellow, up and down projects, meetings, flights, itineraries, PAs, disregarding his physical health, a bit overweight, not eating well, just pushing on with the pressures of life.
Yeah.
You know, this meeting, this boss, and this report, and this thing, and this appraisal, and this, that.
Yeah.
I've even invented a name for it.
Yeah.
It's called everybody's stop sign.
Stop sign.
A stop sign is a diagnosis of cancer that is imminently and possibly deadly. And I did a piece in the Standard about gallbladder cancer when the volleyball player died. That type of diagnosis is a stop sign diagnosis. Ikikupata hivi, there is nothing you can do. And so I used to go to the hospital to see him, and it didn't hit him. So we sat down severally, and then finally it hit him, and he said, you mean I've just been doing all this with all my life and just running around, and then this is the end?
That's very sobering.
And if everybody knew their end, they would live differently.
Sure.
So whatever small things you can do to improve yourself, and this is not a gateway pass to be reckless. Like I want to go bungee jumping and jump down cliffs and do dangerous sports. No, you have to be cautious. But as much as you are cautious, prioritize what makes sense for you, what makes you happy. Be selfish a little for yourself, and make sure that the people around you who you love can feel that love, okay? And that you are adding value to people. Okay? People ask me, why do you tip so much? I'm not rich, but if you've served me well, and I look at my bill and I do 5 or 10% and give you that 10%, is that such a bad thing to do? No, I don't know you. You have never seen me before. But if we have eaten 10K, all of us, and then I give you a K, is there something wrong with that? Some people can actually find that extremely weird. Like,
where wasting money.
No, you don't know what that 1K is going to do for that person. So if you can do it, some people add value in different ways. Some people have foundations, other people give back in so many ways. So you really have to give back somewhere. You can't just consume everything that you have in a selfish manner. And then just be at peace with yourself. Nobody knows. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is another day. Look forward to it. Grow. Challenge yourself. Don't just stick and do the same. Right now it's very easy to be that hamster in the wheel. You're just going round and round and round and round and round. Challenge yourself. Do the undone. Be daring. It's life can surprise you. True. So even you've been daring.
Oh yes, extreme daring. Thank you so much, Dr. Andrew. I think that has been very informative and a very welcome surprise. We've gotten to know the serious side and the fun side. And as we wind up, thank you for joining us and staying with us. I think we have a lot to borrow from Dr. Andrew. Mine, I'm picking that. I am not sticking to where I have been. I'm going to grow. And FYI, our viewers, this is a first for both of us. This is the first time Dr. Andrew is being recorded on a podcast. This is the first time I'm ever recording anything. So cheers to challenges, cheers to new wins. And we will be coming up with a new episode. We'll be having a new guest soon. So keep it locked, keep it here. You will find our social handle somewhere down here. And we hope to see you on the next podcast. Thank you so much, Dr. Andrew. We tell our viewers goodbye. Bye.
Bye.